bigger words, so I sound smart.
Nice.
Okay,
what do I want to
red
do?
letters.
Okay. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? Ooh, okay. Ready? Let's start with this one. You can say your thoughts, and then we'll go from there. Okay. In Matthew 5:22-24, it says, "But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says you fool will be liable to the hell of fire. So if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift." So when I read that, it's like, obviously I'm looking at it as like a way of talking about like forgiveness, because like how can you expect to go to Jesus and ask for forgiveness when you're not forgiving?
I have thought about this. I was literally thinking about this yesterday when
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing this, and I was like, what are we going to talk about? And Jesus, red letters. But I was because whenever I do like the just a moment things,
Yeah.
I never plan them out. I
Yeah, me
literally
neither.
sit down and then
figured
I
out like 30 minutes before.
I literally film it about 4 times, and I'm like, finally, like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so and I delete all of them, and then I go, okay, God, just like speak, because I don't know what I'm talking about, and then all of a sudden it turns out great, and I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I needed to say, and it was nothing that I filmed 4 videos before. But I was thinking about this, that like there's so much like judgment in the church, like drama with people where it's like, this person's not talking to this person because this person did something.
Yeah.
And I'm just I get angry with people, or I'll get irritated with people, and I get frustrated, but I'm just not like a grudge holder, you know?
Yeah.
I just, that's not in my brain. So, and I obviously everybody struggles with like different things.
Yeah.
But I've never understood why that was such a big thing, but also like born and raised in church.
Yeah.
That was just like not something that I think I was allowed to do, was like not be unforgiving.
Yeah.
So
treat everybody with respect regardless of like what's happened.
Yeah. So I've never experienced that, so it's really hard for me to have like compassion for people that like have.
I think for me, like something
anger.
that I've like had to like think about a lot recently is like, I think growing up constantly being surrounded by people in church is that it becomes a lot easier to judge like the outside world. And so it's like, and you're like, what the heck? Like, they're messed up. And then as you get older and you're reading the scriptures, you're just like, well, the reason they're acting like that most of the time is because they don't know any better. Like, they don't know Jesus. They may have an understanding of like what Jesus represents, but they don't know what his word says. They don't know, like, they don't have an understanding like that. Whereas there are Christians in the church that do things that are unbiblical, and they know that they're unbiblical. Obviously, there's this thing as like people that are still learning the word. They're Christians, but they're, still new believers and they're still learning, and that's where like there's grace. But there's people who have been in it for years and they know, and they still purposely choose to do wrong things or to do things that are unbiblical. And a lot of times people say, oh well, blah blah blah, and kind of get away with it because they've been a Christian for so long. It's like, well, no, I'm pretty sure that the Bible says that like we should be calling each other out, not like just yelling at each other. Like, obviously you should do everything with like some type of niceness, so to speak, but like it's really bad when you just kind of become lazy and just let people to like kind of just keep sliding farther and farther back.
Yeah. I think that, yes, I do judge, like mentally judge like the world a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I snap back and I'm like, they need Jesus. Like I can't do anything about that. But I tend to like really judge Christians like hardcore sometimes, because which is bad, because I mean, we're called to do that, but like to a certain point,
it's not malicious. I think the main thing is like, as long as the reason that you're upset is because you want them to actually not do it, and it's more like you're upset that it's even.
I feel like I have almost like too much of a righteous anger sometimes when I see people where I'm like,
you get like too emotional about it.
I think it's because it's things that I don't struggle with. If it's something that like that I might struggle with, and I see somebody dealing with it, I'm like, it's good that they're like trying. But then I see people that are struggling with things that I don't struggle with, and I'm like, is it really that hard? But I think one for me is like when people are like living together before marriage, or like, whatever, that kind of stuff. That one I'm like, is it really that difficult? But then I have to like snap back and I go, okay, like, is that something that's stuck in my heart that I need to fix? Like, am I holding on to that? Do I need to just like go away for a second
Yeah.
before I'm praying or before I'm whatever, so I can like fix that and then come back? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the thing of where it's just that like I think it's really easy to get like upset with people in situations, but then you have to make sure that like when you are like having those kind of discussions of like, does it seem like if it's that it's coming from a good place, or does it seem like you just want to yell at somebody for
Yeah,
not doing
and
it?
sometimes I just want to yell at people. Sometimes I need to fix that about myself.